Hi, my name is Ifede Hill, and I'm the lead media specialist at City Schools of Decatur, Georgia. Hi. We're a small district in the Metro Atlanta area, and I just wanted to share a little bit about how we were able to use Sora, kind of to start off a growing collaboration with our public library. And our goal really was to support and protect student access to reading. To start off, I just wanted to talk about some of our goals. We definitely wanted to maintain all the American Association of School Library standards, which includes the Children's Bill of Rights and making sure that children maintain access to reading, protect that student choice, and provide equitable access to books for all of our kids. And we have a one-to-one program that began at the top of the pandemic, and our district just decided to continue to go forward with it. And this is just from one of the a summary of a news paper article about it, but we developed a public partnership with our DeKalb County Public Library to increase student access to public library and school and ebooks and audiobooks. And that was the way that we promoted it throughout our city, for parents, for kids, etc. Some of the challenges that we faced were that we needed to get district level approval to do this. We wanted to make sure that it was never more than 1 or 2 clicks away, because we knew if we added another link, another resource for our kids that they had to go through a lot of trouble to get to, no one was going to use it. We also had to take into consideration that we didn't want to add another task to our IT department. So who was going to manage this? How are we going to get enroll students and remove students as they came in and out of the district, or as they moved from different schools within the district? And then we had to deal with all of the new laws that we had coming out, especially in Georgia, that were restricting kids' access to books based on content. And I mean, that's been happening across the nation, right? And so we're very cognizant of that. We have lots of teachers that have had to get rid of books in their libraries because there's this process they have to go through, or they knew that they were going to be challenged. And we wanted to use our relationship with the public library to figure out how we could maintain kids' autonomy and allow them to be able to get to these books without basically getting our district into any trouble. And so that was something that we had to consider as we were doing this as well. So our solution was Sora. Sora is an app that is on our virtual desktop. We use ClassLink Launchpad. And when kids go onto Launchpad, they look at the ebook book folder, click on it, click on Sora, and they immediately can get into the Sora catalog. After the initial login, with the first login, students have to actually add the public library. And that really is just a matter of them typing in the name of our public library or our zip code. And then they can toggle in between the two catalogs at will. They just click on it and it immediately opens access to all the ebooks and audiobooks for either the public library or our school district. And super easy, friendly, user-friendly interface. They can search for just ebooks or audiobooks or both at the same time. And actually, I want to point out here too that we can build collections. So on the school library side, we can create collections based on subject area or event or topic. I mean, you name it. But the public library also does that as well. So kids get to click on it and then they can browse and maybe find something that they weren't even looking for just because it's interesting to them. And it really is as simple as they click on the book and they can borrow it. They can listen to a sample. They can add it to a list. We encourage them to create, if you look on the bottom, it says shelves. We encourage them to create bookshelves. They can go back on Me and see what they've been reading, how many hours, and maybe even add new words that they're interested in. There's a lot that they can do with it. And we encourage them to create bookshelves so that they can monitor their own reading and go back to things that they favorite. So for us, going back to some of our challenges, the other thing is that it's just so easy to get to. Not only can they get to it through our virtual desktop, but also when they open up their Gmail on a desktop, if it's at home or wherever they are, the Sora icon is actually in the waffle, the Gmail waffle. So they can also click on it there and immediately have access. Again, the automated user management through ClassLink, which is Overdrive, was able to set that up. We were able to get our IT in contact with Overdrive. They completely set that up for us, so we don't have to worry about that. The other major issue for us, again, was content. So the ability to filter automatically, Sora will filter based on the publisher's guidelines. So our youngest kids do not have access, obviously, to our YA materials. our middle graders only have access to materials that are specifically by the publisher, designated for that age range. And that was really important to us. It also is really cool that our high school kids can see everything that the little kids have access to. And we wanted that too, because maybe you just want to go back and get a picture book, or maybe there are various reading levels or, disabilities. Just we wanted to provide a large amount of access, and we were able to do that. And Overdrive also allows you to change those filters based on your needs. So for us, our district was pretty much like, we trust you, whatever you think is best. That might not be the case in your district, but you can work with Overdrive to adjust those filters based on age level or grade level as well. And for us, it really was a door to a lot more collaborations. I mean, we really got to know our YA librarians, public librarians. We were able to start taking our ESL kids to the public library for additional support, to kind of get involved in the actual print books and activities that are going in the library. We're very lucky in Decatur that our public library branch is a mile away. So we literally would just take field trips. But also we kind of leaned into our interlibrary loan relationship. So for articles that we could not get through our local databases or even our state-sponsored databases, our public library will just send them to us electronically now. We can just use the forms that they have on their website. And also we started interlibrary loaning books. So for like our, especially our gifted classes, our classes with special projects, things where they needed really higher ed level materials, we don't buy those books anymore. We partner with our public library, used interlibrary loan forms, and we worked out something with them where we pay the extra fees. We'll either go pick it up for the kids or they can go get it themselves. So it really just opened up a lot of doors for us to really start collaborating so that the public library resources are being used consistently. And we're also maintaining that kids' autonomy. So we're not telling them they need to go to the public library and get these materials, but we're opening up a way for them to do it as we just navigate. I mean, we have unprecedented levels of book bans, book challenges, et cetera. We want our kids to know how to get to access the information on their own, and we were able to accomplish that. And our partnership with Overdrive has really helped that in a tremendous way. So that's what I wanted to share. And if there are any questions, I'm happy to answer them.